morning. Oh my goodness, it feels like it's been forever. So today is a rainy day. I'm looking outside, it is pouring with rain. We live in Melbourne, Australia, and the way we know Christmas is coming is when it gets hot. And it hasn't felt like Christmas yet because it's still quite cold and dreary, and so I'm waiting for the sunshine and warm weather and beach so that it starts to feel like Christmas. So on this dreary day, I thought what better time than to do our mantle for Christmas. We've already got the base piece up. This has fallen down like 3 times since we put it up, so hopefully this one stays. We've already got our Christmas tree up. Let me show you. There it is in the corner, looking glorious. So the base of our Christmas is done. So I thought it's time to build on it now, and that's something that we could do together. So I've got the sweeping mantle. I might move you so you get like a good view. This is better. This is better, although now the color has gone a bit weird. It may be rainy, but it's very bright. It's looking a bit flat because in order for us to get it to stay on top of the mantle, it needed to kind of have an even weight distribution. So I'm going to try and fix that with some additional elements and make it look a little bit more like it has that swooshing movement. And then down the side here, it's just kind of like one sweeping branch. So I'm also going to try and add something there to make it feel a little more fluid. I'm thinking maybe we could add some golden bells, or we could add some paper Christmas trees or something just to bring in an additional element. We cast this fireplace ourselves out of cement. We have a video if you want to see how we did that. But because it's so new, I'm just so terrified of damaging it. Like, I will not permanently fix anything into our concrete fireplace. This took us so many months to build the molds and cast and put together, and I'm not going to damage this fireplace. So we're going to do everything in a really temporary measure and hope that it stays on. You might be able to hear Brad in the background building. Anyway, let's go to the shops. I've got to buy a few bits and bobs. I'm just going to see what's available, and then we'll get decorating. It's such a perfect day for a DIY. Let's go. I thought I would go say bye to Brad and also show you the back of our house. I'm ready to go. Always go with a big bag when you're going to go get craft supplies. This bag can hold so many craft supplies, you wouldn't believe it. But I'm gonna go show you Brad because the whole back of our house is gone, and we're taking the chance today to get some stuff done in the back of the house. So let's say goodbye and then get on the road. Bye, Brad. Bye, Brad. Brad. Bye.
See ya.
I'm going out.
Have fun.
I got everything I need. I went to Spotlight. I was in the ribbon aisle for so long. I don't know why. It took me so much longer than it needed to take me. I was just having fun, like poking around. I haven't been to Spotlight in so long, like really any bricks and mortar. I've been online shopping. So when I go into a shop, I don't know about you, but I feel like completely overwhelmed with the amount of stuff I can buy and like just have immediately. I don't have to wait for it to get posted. It's like magic. I didn't get ribbon in the end. I decided to use what I had at home, or just MacGyver something, because I didn't want to get a full spoolie or whatever they're called for just like one little thing for the mantle. And I do have bits and pieces at home, so we're gonna figure out it when I get home. I got 2 different kinds of bell sizes, and then I got the Christmas tree skirt. So all in all, it was a success despite me being gone for like 3 hours or something like that. I'm almost home. We'll unpack the car and we'll get to creating this mantle. Yay! I've been home for 2 minutes and I've already smashed something. It was a little candle, you know, holder thing. Smashed to bits. It's not a good omen, but that's all right. We're going to soldier on and get decorating. Let's start with the stocking. Okay, so we've had these stockings for a few years now. I absolutely love them. I love being able to get out stuff from years and years, and they just keep coming back, and you just fall in love with them more every year, and you start creating memories with them. I love it. You don't need to buy new things every year. So I think what I'm going to do is cluster them in the corner here. together. I got some simple command hooks. These can hold about 500 grams, it says, so it should be fine. We don't usually put anything too heavy in our stockings. So I think I'm just going to use them on top of the mantle and hang the stockings from there. We bought this for Chai's stocking just as a little something. He loves a chewy bone. But don't tell him. This one can be Chai's stocking. So cute. Last year, we bought these toys for Christmas for Chai and we put them in his stocking. And I was so excited to put things in the stockings because it fluffs them up, but it just makes me so excited. And he sat under his stocking just like crying and wouldn't move from under his stocking. And I was like, I can't believe he knows that those things are for him. Like, why would he know that? Anyway, so we had to take the stuff out of the stocking and I had to put it out on Christmas morning. I was like, I can't believe I have to do this for Chai. It's hilarious. So anyway, hopefully he doesn't cotton on for these toys, but I'll keep you updated. We're going to add a few strings of a garland type thing and maybe some bells in. It's also feeling a little two-dimensional with just the green and the white. I love colour. This room doesn't really show it. My office is this beautiful like muddy blue colour and our bedroom is a gorgeous green. And so this room often feels very neutral to me. So I'm trying to make sure we bring in a good amount of colour in some of the decor. I have these which I'm going to try and string up into like a garland that I bought this morning. So they're just like cute little paper ornaments. I think they'll make a really nice garland centerpiece for our mantle. So I've got the greens and I've got the reds through this garland. And then I really would like to try to use these gold bells on the garland. I didn't actually want this kind of shiny gold color. Maybe next year we'll get a more vintage looking bell, but for this year, this is what we're working with. And sometimes you just gotta make do, okay? Sometimes you do. Okay, I'm going to light this candle and then we're gonna do a little bit of crafting, nothing major. We're just gonna tie some bells on to some string to create a bit of a garland that we can use on our mantle. Setting the scene with a candle. This one is a butter pecan one and it smells so comforting and cozy. Has like that like just baked smell and I love it. I'm really into like more of the creamy kind of candles. It's just my go-to. I love a gingerbread candle, absolutely obsessed. I have my favorites, but if you have any good recommendations for gingerbread candles, I am obsessed. So if you have any tips on good gingerbread candles, please send them through. I will read and investigate every name of a brand in the chat. Okay, I'm just gonna use this piece of twine. I used it for something else and we're just gonna reuse it. And I think what I just wanna do is use this as the hanging point and that'll go on the hook that I just put this last stocking on, and then we'll just hang some bells. And I think we just wanna do a nice mixture of the big and the small bells so that it feels like it's not too symmetrical. And we'll just hang a few off there. We'll just see how it goes. I think we're just gonna freestyle this one and we'll just use like a knotting system, I think. We can always start again if we hate it. That's the comforting thing I always tell myself when I'm doing DIYs. It's like, if you hate it, just do it again. It's not a big deal. I'll just add a few down and it'll just add a pop of gold that'll feel really sweet. You know, the last few Christmases, maybe the last 3 or 4, sorry, I'm getting hot, I'm gonna take my jacket off. I think the last 3 or 4 Christmases have felt a bit treacherous. I think because of like family ill health. We've had, over the past like 3 to 5 years, we've had quite a lot of sickness in our family. We've had a few people pass away. In fact, last year we had somebody pass away, and she gave out, or she left gifts for Christmas for us to open, and so we opened gifts from my auntie who passed away that Christmas. They were really sweet, simple gifts, and it was actually really nice. I wasn't expecting it, and it felt incredibly like just like a mixed feeling really when you kind of get a gift from a person who's no longer with you. But it just felt a little bit harder. I used to adore Christmas. I mean, I still do, but you know, as a kid, I think Christmas was one of those things that I just had an obsession with. And as you get older and older, sometimes it feels like the family dynamics shift and life gets a little bit trickier, maybe more complicated. And it sometimes can lose a bit of its joy. So I've been trying to concentrate on, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like the double bell because now it's sitting weirdly. I'm going to undo that knob. As I said, you can just start over. So this year, my aim is to figure out how do you create, you know, that kind of Christmas magic, maybe a bit of that nostalgia, maybe just more around that feeling of like warmth and family. And I get that Christmas feeling like when I smell certain foods or am a part of certain traditions. So this year my aim is to really like lean into Christmas things, you know, like craft and cooking and community events. I think sometimes the feeling when you get older of like maybe your tight immediate family isn't that same feeling because you have your own family and people don't gather in the way that they did when you were younger. And you can create your own traditions, but also I think you can lean on community to do that as well. We just recently went to our council Christmas and it was just really fun, and even if it's just going to a space where there's lots of people celebrating, there's something about that can feel really wholesome. Took my nieces there. It was just a lot of fun to be a part of some Christmas joy that the whole community is a part of. Just putting it up now, and I actually think one strand of bells here would look awesome, and then maybe we can put like a flowing strand of bells there as well. Now, I think that looks cute. Let's add some more things in and see if we can pull it all together. So now I'm going to get started on the garland that's going to go across here. It's the same situation, we're just going to knot the bells on. Another two little ones. I find this kind of DIY incredibly therapeutic. There's something about like a simple DIY that's not a huge investment of time that you can kind of just, I don't know, lose yourself in for an hour or so, and it's not a high pressure DIY. It's very doable. There's no like stress around it. It's very nice. It's very meditative. Okie dokie. So we want to make sure there's a good swish on. The key here is you really want to make sure it's asymmetrical and feeling like there's movement to it. Nobody wants a flat mantle at Christmas. I feel like it needs to be further over. Attach it to the wire itself. Cute. One more to put on. I decided to just hang them off the garland to bring a bit more texture and colour in and not string them, mostly just because I didn't think that these would sit as nicely next to the gold on the string, so I've just decided to hang them. I think I might do one here. Yeah, let's do one. Beautiful. Just makes me so happy. Simple DIY, but so effective. And the most important thing when you're decorating any space in your house is that you have fun and maybe push yourself to do something a little bit more creative if you have the time and space to do it in your life. Merry Christmas! This is probably the last video of the year from us. I hope that your Christmas is filled with love and joy. You're surrounded by the people that you love, and you get those warm feels that we all hope for at Christmas time. I know I'm certainly going to try and create that in our lives this year. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a fabulous one, and we'll see you next year. Bye.